My beautiful stars, reading time. I'm hearing better than you could have ever have imagined. But I just want to confirm the right collective's energy, and let's see where this reading leads us. What are you guys going through right now? Beautiful. Beautiful. 10 of Cups, 3 of Swords in reverse. Maybe you've just come back into alignment with someone. Because this card's about reconciliation, letting go of the past, forgiveness, feeling hopeful. You have optimism around you right now. 10 of Cups is one magical card. I always say that just reminds me of an energy, kind of all your ducks are in a row. You're in harmony. This card specifies divine love here as well. That's beautiful. With a Fool. Literally better than you could have ever have imagined. This collective, if you haven't just started a new story, you're about to. You've got new beginnings on its way. Big potential here. Something that's been a mystery. Something that's been unknown. Let's get... You just got that. You really could be in a divine pairing. I see him as my divine masculine, but whatever you're building for your life, I always say he's in charge of an empire. He's full of structure. Our emperor really thrives in stability, so whatever's coming is quite stable, and you're going to have a lot of strength on this path. A lot of action here. Wow. So this could have already come in. Like, these are really positive cards. One more for your top row, and let's confirm. Okay, but there is a little bit, maybe you're going over a few habits that you need to change. This 9 of Cups in reverse, a little bit self-indulgent, can struggle with addictions, even sometimes a bit of materialism, so excessive spending. But whatever emptiness that you've been feeling, if this isn't here right now, you got a big surprise on its way. This is really nice. All right, let's confirm, because I just want to get into detail with these. Main collective, 10 of Cups. And just side note, there could be things going on with your family right now as well, but this isn't in reverse, this is upright. So maybe you're starting to harmonize some things that have had a little bit of friction of recent. Even with your father. Okay. Maybe this has been a little bit back and forth with whatever these two are. There's clearly been some form of parting ways, because it's a reconciliation card. So this 10 of Cups, this could have taken a while to really come in and ground. Maybe it's been really hard to balance your life for a while. Maybe this was a very big roadblock emotionally for you. I want one more for that. Okay, I definitely think... So this is your energy right now, and... As I was reading these, I do believe this collective, like I said, better than you could have ever have imagined. But I was really on the fence if this has entered or if it's about to enter. Whatever this 10 of Cups is, and you've even got an 8 of Coins in reverse, and work and finances could have really been tied to this. But I'm more seeing it as the kind of repetitive kind of energy, especially the back and forth in the mind, okay? It really scattered you. It really overwhelmed you for a long time, and maybe anything this big being released, I just can't see how you would be, like, there's clearly some form of clearing that you've kind of let go. I wouldn't even want to say let go. Maybe you've healed through this energy, or it's just not as intense as it used to be in your mind. Maybe right now your focus is more actually your financial path, what you're building for yourself. But this literally says complacent, scattered, monotonous, repetitive, not delivering. And that's kind of the energy that maybe I think this right collective you're sitting in right now. But I need to make it clear, it's not overwhelming you anymore. It's like, well, this isn't delivering. What am I doing? Okay, don't make it fit. Reconciliation. Lot of soul searching waiting for this. So without you knowing, you've been on this path, and maybe it's, you know, I think for a long time you always kind of had your sights on that light at the end of the tunnel. But whatever happened here through your healing and trying to feel hopeful and optimistic, you went through an in-depth kind of soul discovery because of this. But you always had some form of guiding light, which I think accelerated you when it came to your financial path. But this enlightenment, and I feel that now. I feel that now in this collective's energy. There's kind of, it's like you're breathing again, okay? And you've gone through solitude. Maybe you went through a period of isolation or celibacy since this, but you've grown. And you're still growing, but you found your own peace and resolve. Oh my God, the stars at the bottom. Truly, you're surrendering to the universal flow of life. But again, it's that serenity and that calm that you've created within through your hermit's journey. And a huge like this would have taken a long time to recover from this. If it accelerated you into this kind of journey, it was painful. The Fool. Magician. Better than you. It was always destined for you. I feel this collective, you're coming into the start of a powerful new cycle. And I think through this process of recovery and enlightenment, you have really strengthened your mental discipline. You've become really emotionally aware, extremely self-aware. You maybe have really learnt your power and strength since this. You've really come to understand that what you put your mind to, you truly can create. You really have become that master of universal magic. And I always say our magician, he's the manipulator of that universal energy. So what he focuses on is so important because he will call that in. So I think it's, again, you've gone through the pain, you've gone through the questioning, you've gone, I describe it as there's a separation frequency that comes out of you when you're constantly pining, you're longing, I'm lonely, I'm this, I can never, that just penetrates out of you, that kind of, you truly haven't found your center and come within. This kind of energy I'm feeling from this collective, you're coming into your internal knowing, your internal balance, which starts to accelerate a union energy because you're uniting with yourself, right? So you're seeing yourself properly. But now this Fool, you've got something, I'm seeing that Three of Wands, you've got something finally starting to sail in. It's been destined for you for a long time. But it was your own energy that you needed to balance. I always hear people say, oh, I've been healing for this song, or this is this, or this is that. Whenever there's roadblocks, it's no one else's fault but your own. You haven't mastered the emotion that you need to master to jump to that next stepping stone. So this collective, you've clearly mastered something quite powerful within your soul right now. Very nice. You've created your own stability. Eight of Wands. It's coming in rapid. And I always say that's a card of really good news, but coming into alignment with this Emperor energy. If you were truly on this divine journey, everyone's like, I'm the divine feminine. No, you need your balance with your divine masculine. You need that strength of action, of willpower, of determination. This collective, you're bringing both into alignment. But things are about to take off. Movement, communication, swift progression. And there actually could be travel on the cards for you as well coming up. But love, I always say that's 8 love arrows coming towards you. But let's go general life, especially business. You've got a lot of opportunities. It's a lot of different directions coming in rapidly. Reminds me of my change collective. It's like it all starts to change at once. But you do still need to work on something here. Let it be the excessive spending. Let it be certain bad habits. It just started raining. Gods are crying. That you really need to focus on with all of this strength here, this willpower, this mental discipline. There's a couple things right now in your energy that just need to be tweaked, but the right collective, you would know that. You would be having intuition to take that inspired action, so don't avoid it. I always say when we get intuition to, I'm actually going to stop doing this, or, I want to start doing this, or I'm going to start studying that, or I'm going to go on this, do it. It's all for a reason. Okay, don't avoid it, do it. All right, 9 of Cups in reverse. Soon as you get through this, you really have new cycles beginning. So I always say to get a world energy, you have to remove the old. To truly come into a completion, it really means you've gone and gotten through so many things. You've just got another few little things to tweak, but you're gonna succeed at it. You're clearly a very strong collective, but your very last card, truly, and we said it before, you're starting a new cycle. Achievement, success, a true sense of belonging, big accomplishments, feeling whole again, fulfillment. And another card of travel. Travel could be really important for this collective. This is beautiful. We've had some rough energies over the past few days. This is nice. Okay. I just want to get these quickly. I want to get our little into oracles. See how that goes, and then we'll tap into your connecting energy too, because I was seeing that better than you could have ever imagined card. Oh, my tummy. True metamorphosis. You're coming out of your chrysalis. You've probably gone through a lot of cocoon phases, turning into that big golden butterfly. Means you've been working really hard on yourself, like what you're wanting to achieve and who you want to be. You put in a lot of dedicated effort. You are what you think, that magician. You're starting to believe in yourself. I always say when we're truly starting to become proud and full of that self-love, you kind of catch yourself looking in the mirror and you feel a little bit different. You're looking a bit different. Not that you've done anything different, but what reflects back at you. There's a reason I'm saying that for this collective. I just feel you're truly glowing from within, which is really penetrating out of your meat suit. Okay, maybe getting a bit more attention when you go out, or, I always say when you're really starting to sit in that Empress glow, listen to that rain. People will stop you, compliment your hair, what you're wearing, or just start talking to you randomly if you're in a queue waiting to pay for something, or people might even give you freebies when you go to, but like people... You'll notice it. The reason I'm saying these examples too. Oh my God, your immense growth. Like we said before, you've put pure dedication to yourself, and you really are. You're shining so bright. I'm gonna have to get you an Archetype card. Okay, breaking free from that separation frequency to that union frequency within. You don't have a tornado circling around your mind anymore. You're focusing on the things that make you feel content and still, the things you can control. I always say it, what's out of your hands should not consume your mind and heart. But what is in your hands, what you can control, that's where that dedication needs to be put into. All right, let's just get two more. You're evolving your complexity. I got tongue-tied there. Just confirms. That was about that card was you're about to shine, and it went back in, wasn't it? You're shaking, releasing the old. You're truly healing. And then you've been nourishing yourself while you've been waiting. I was seeing that. Let's get one more. Breakthrough. Unknown gift. I do think you're developing in the mind. You got a big breakthrough on its way. Okay. I quickly just want to get you one Archetype card, then we'll get that other deck, and then we'll tap into this reconciliation energy. Okay. Love these cards, but they always come out in chunks. I just want one, please. Oh, I say one and three comes out. The Vessel. Just one, please. Oh. I'm going to get you one of these and one animal card, actually. The Shaman! Oh my god, that wouldn't surprise me. Sorry, I got so excited then. That would not surprise me whatsoever. Hold on. I'll read these to you. Oh gosh. That wants to come out. The Horse! That's one of my favourite cards. You're unstoppable. Force to be reckoned with. Not one hurdle too big for you. To have that driving force behind that. Jeez Louise, I'm seeing that head of the pack. We split it on the Siren. You could have a real connection to sirens. What is it? The Horse. The Horse. Okay. There we go, the Shaman. Sorry, why did I keep saying the Horse? The Horse. You could love horses. The Magi, the witchy poo. The Sorcerer. The Medicine Woman. Oh. You'd be a walking healer. You would ooze healing energy. Just your touch. It wouldn't surprise me if you do Reiki or true energy work on people. You would be powerful. 3 archetypal ingredients constitute this Shaman, and all must be present in order to reveal its magic. First, the Shaman is activated by long-standing and diligent study, the mentor in brackets. Second, its orientation is generously and accurately aimed towards the healing of the self, which you've been doing. Both of these things, the right collective, you've been doing. And the other, and the culture, in brackets, the healer. Oh, of course you are, I just said you were. And third, the Shaman has a knack for finding doorways to the other world. You're truly a connected being. Allowing psychic visions and old magic to lead into this world, in brackets, the unseen. These are all other cards in the archetype. So you've got, in this one archetype card, they are saying you are also in that deck, the mentor, the healer, and you can see the unseen. And isn't it funny, because three cards wanted to come out, and the top one was the vessel. You are a true line to source. You are the vessel. In this way, the shaman is a master who bridges the everyday and the sacred. You're not just the divine feminine of the earthly matter, but also the spiritual matter. Revealing potent power needed desperately in our time. Yet where there is power, there is also shadow, which you've been fighting so hard, that hermit energy, to get through. So the shaman must be vigilant in studying their darkness. So deep shadow work, but it's a balance. You cannot have light without dark. You cannot grow into your light without those dark burdens we have in life. It's what evolves us. This is why I say all emotion is beautiful. Pain, anxious, that's what evolves you. People don't process emotion properly. They don't like without feeling that, you would not be this. Okay, where are we up to? This card reminds us that the force of healing is ultimately not our own. We must shape it and share it with the world. So you help people, you heal the world and make it a better place. Okay, when in light, you're a fearless student and a practitioner. When you're in darkness, you overpromise, you blame, you hurt, and we said that before. When there's blocks on your path, it's not the universe's fault. It's not it's your, because you haven't mastered the emotion, but you're coming into your light. You hurt yourself and others. Beautiful. Okay, hold on. I'll get my other book. The horse. Momentum, freedom, expansive energy and force. Well, we know that. The horse represents the most masterful form of earth energy within the deck. It provides us with momentum so reliable, so supportive that you can ride on its back towards any goal, no matter how difficult the terrain. Horse's personality is fully awakened, fully alive, and cannot be defeated. Unstoppable. The horse's freedom becomes available to us when we hone and collect our energy through daily practices. Your hermit's journey, physical stamina, exercise, and maybe that's one of the things you're wanting to start doing, and mental focus in meditation are the secret weapons behind the horse's legacy. When in balance, you can achieve anything because you never give up. No obstacle too big. When you're out of balance, you feel weak, or I'm not going to say run away, you avoid. You avoid, you're into, oh, no, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, no. You overthink everything. Okay, I just quickly want to get a few of these, and then we'll see your connecting energy. The Falcon, your third, powerful, your third eye. Okay, you could be having very vivid dreams right now. You could be someone that has prophetic dreams too, especially if you have shaman energy. Okay. Universe, better than you could ever have imagined. What's around this collective, please? What's expanding? You got the marriage card, and don't forget you got the Ten of Cups, the reconciliation card, and you got that Emperor energy with the Fool as well. With the Magician. But your belief systems, you've reprogrammed your mind. I say this all the time, and people sometimes don't realize it, but when we really heal, I find a lot of people can hold a public persona. You see people that have first activated because they're all like, oh, I've got to be love and light, I've got to be positive, I've got to be this. You need your darkness to balance out your light. You need to learn to walk that middle path with true authenticity. A bit of spice is nice. Just remember that. As long as it's kind, constructive, you should never lose your voice because you're spiritual, okay? And I think this collective, I don't even think you realize you had a mask over you and your true authentic soul, but this is transforming around you. Yes, you could have someone wearing a mask around you as well, but if it's a true divine, until you truly tap into your authenticity, see your reflection, be proud of your true version, show the world the real you, projection, they'll always shine back a masked version. Number 14 and 36 could be important numbers. Okay, so you're purpose driven, your confidence, you're getting things done, you're bold, you're brave, you're reliable. Well, we know this, but this is just going to strengthen with you. Okay, so again, this is what's expanding. And let's be real, this soul discovery journey, awakening to our spiritual self, it's a real up and down. I find when you guys first activate, you're in this magical bubble, you're enthralled because you're finally seeing the signs. You've opened up to the frequency of source. So you just, even through your pain, you find so much magic and support. You truly don't feel lonely because you can feel them around you, right? But because this journey is so long, you go through that kind of enchanting, kind of magical energy, and then you guys can hit like I call it like a spiritual depression. You really do think like not by your side. It feels like it's just progressively getting harder emotionally instead of evolving you emotionally. Small steps, big accomplishments. This journey truly takes years. Your commitment gets tested time and time again, right? And I think for so long, especially with your first deck, that baggage, the burdens in the mind, the overthinking, it is going to start releasing in the right way. But this collective, you finally trust in divine. You've surrendered to your higher self's plan for you. Feeling cursed, I want one more for that because I feel this is what you're evolving out of. Yeah, you got the diamond ring because you're finally coming into internal union. Proposal. So you've got two cards of marriage here, 25 and 21. Proposal, engagement, soul contract agreement. You're about to hit the next level here. Promises, partnership, statement of intent, marriage, union. But again, confirming your own union has taken place first internally. All right, last one for your top row. A little bit more self-sacrifice, but you're about to become unstuck with that Nine of Cups in reverse, first deck. But your inspiration, spirituality, your intuition, your psychic abilities, again, the Shaman, geez Louise, with the horse. Your dreams, and I felt that before, don't make the details fit, the right collective. There's something about your third eye, your crown, that is just like bah, bah, bah right now. Enlightenment, number 10. So 25th, 21st, 14th of the 10th could be important. Let's confirm these. You got it again. So underneath your marriage, because you've reprogrammed your belief system. We talk about this here all the time. But the Fool. Big opportunities. You're about to jump in, free spirit. It says just do it. There are some things that you need to just jump on right now, though, and really start sorting out. You're about to embrace the unknown. You're an individual, of course you are. We all are one of a kind. A rebel without a cause. I think a little bit of rebellion is good for everyone. Not to an extreme level, but no one should be a yes boss, a sheep in this world. And unfortunately, 85% of our population is. So it is them with the mask. But both deviations are correct, because if they've got a mask, you've got a mask as well. but you've got the rider, the messenger, full steam ahead, green light, message on its way, movement on its way, a delivery. You could have actually just got a delivery. Side note, like a pack. 14th of the 9th or 14th of the 1st, important memory or birthday, or 1st of the 9th, 9th of the 1st. You are. This is why you're so bold, you're brave, you need to be, you're born to be in the spotlight. Social media, publicity, internet fame, expansion, spotlight, connected, exposure. You got some big things coming, this collective. Oh, because you found your center. So through the deviation about the spirit magical bubble and then the spiritual depression, and now you're uniting through your centered energy, confirming your internal union. Centered, I don't want to just say through meditation, but just discovering yourself, feeling complete awareness, just right, your well-being. 25th of the 5th or 21st of the 5th. Oh my God, I was just about to say what's coming unstuck. You got the bridge, communication, another card of uniting, connecting, collaborations, harmony, compromise, overcoming barriers. The time has come because of the culmination of all your effort. You've been putting in a lot of effort. It's another important detail for this collective. I'm seeing this through the unexpected ending. You've got an unexpected surprise, sudden and unexpected. So this could come in quite suddenly and unexpectedly, but there are things you need to cut and release. It's a big thing for your first, out of your first, like your tarot, the first part, the only thing that needs focus is that 9 of Cups in reverse. Everything else was so beautiful. So, and 10-10 here as well, moon. Trust, I'm going slow-mo, hold on. Okay, so we're going to tap into this reconciliation energy, but just remember, you guys came out as the shaman and you guys came out as the horse. So if this is really time for you guys, this person should truly be presenting very evolved. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. Oh my God. First card, enlightenment. So they really have. The truth has been illuminated. I can't hide from what you, Creator, have shown me. And everything I was saying about your mind in your part, look at their mind and their crown now. It's not bad. I know we've only got one card, but they're strategizing, putting together an offer you cannot refuse, planning their next move. Your soul contract. Holy moly. I just got goosebumps. It's very rare we get a... Watch the whole reading. Watch the whole reading. I always say don't... If the whole reading doesn't align, it's not yours. You both made an agreement, soul contract, to focus on yourselves and come back together as one. Oh my God, and they got nourishment, so they really have been healing. An apology, what is going on? You feed my mind, you nourish my soul, your energy has helped me keep going. I'd never take you for granted again. I've learnt my lessons. I'm so sorry. Holy moly. Okay. Power couple and career driven with power couple through their enlightenment, just like you. That's a huge focus for the right collective. So you really are mirroring. They have been focusing on career and getting their shit together. An indestructible force that many wish they could be, liked by few, envied by most. Oh my God! Sorry. Underneath strategizing. What's wrong with me? You got reunion. What? Okay. The force of love, the force of reunion is unstoppable. We are one. You really are coming into one. But that's biggest detail for this collective. You've really let this go. There's something about your internal balance taking place right now. You're not sitting here pining, waiting by your phone, and like that's not this collective's energy. I just need to make it clear. So through their and we get this shadow. We spoke about it with you. So they did have some things they had to transform through the bettering themselves. I made mistakes, and I love whoever trusts me again. So this is probably why I'm going to get those purple cards. So you got enlightenment, nourishment, and transformation. I'm making a conscious choice to transform into my higher self to be with you. Oh, yeah. And surprise. They know you're over their games. I'll never take you for granted. I've learnt my lessons. They know you are over their games, and you'll no longer accept less than you deserve because you've truly found your reflection. So now that you see yourself, your self-love, your self-worth, I always say, especially with divines, until you see yourself, until you put yourself first, they never see you. And that is one of the biggest points with this collective. You finally see yourself and they can feel it. Do they know it here? It's that they can feel the energy. Not that they know it, like subconsciously. Huge. Their perception has finally shifted because this collective's perception has finally shifted. I was only able to see what I wanted to see. I'm sorry for not seeing your worth, but because you didn't see your worth. Confirmation. Beautiful. That was like a clean sweep. That was magic. I've got to get them an archetype too. Hold on, let's see these. This is where it can go a bit haywire. And then we'll get those purple cards. Oh my God, I split it on Divine Masculine. And that was in your first part, your first deck. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. What's this one that came out? A memory. Going over a memory. Don't make it fear. I'll confirm to get detail if it's... I feel it's something either that they were lying about or it's something positive because they're strategizing. So from June 21st... to August 5th, August 6th to September 21st and 100 number. Oh, their ego, how their ego got in the way. Good. My pride and ego held me back and stopped me from being my true authentic self. I am afraid that you'll reject me because I fear I'm not good enough. So this is why you need to keep working on your self-confidence here. My self-confidence was just a facade. Number 17. Oh, Divine Feminine. That was tumultuous life, so childhood trauma. Like that wanted to... Okay, well, you're juggling too right now. So they're juggling their responsibilities as well. I have a hard time processing what happened between us and juggling my responsibilities. I needed time and space. Well, they have been focusing on their career, so that's not a lie. Especially if they didn't feel good enough for you when you are successful. Like, look at how you guys present. 65. I'm on the, like, it's good at self-reflection, but let's get this memory. The mentally materialistic, which you guys, that's your biggest lesson you need to learn right now. That's the only card, the nine of cups in reverse. That's the one last thing you need to tick off before you get that world. So their memory is when they weren't feeling fulfilled, therefore they were chasing money, status to increase their self-worth. So they're going over their decisions. Makes sense with this. So it's the decision of why they walked away. So that means this date, they realize they chose wrong. So let it be that was when your separation, or there was an opportunity you guys could have come back into alignment at this time, and they chose this stuff, but because they had their armor up. But it clearly wasn't time for this collective, your veils. Okay. I'd rather focused on the things that I could control. Number 26. Their ego. But now they want to break the barriers. Truth. That's good. I think the positive thing here is this person's finally going through self-reflection of their decisions and how they treated you. I think they're very aware of how they made the wrong decision, and they know it was tied into their ego and their comfortability in life. But I still do think this person has a few things in their life they would have to juggle to come forward to you. It's okay. I feel you've got to remember that other deck. This person knows you're over it. So they know in their mind they've got one chance to get it right with you. Do I come in now when my life is still like this? If it doesn't work, that's it. They're not going to give me another shot here, right? So I think this is why they're so... It's like, can I balance this out? I feel it's kind of... I don't even want to say 50-50, but I think there's still a little bit of a fear if this is the exact right time, because you guys still have a little push to go with your energy. Again, watch from part 1. So if you can just keep focusing on those little things you need to shift with your mental discipline, your willpower, it's going to accelerate this. Like, I don't think they've made... They want to apologize, they're strategizing. Are they ready to, like, hit send, come forward just yet? I'm not completely convinced with these. Yeah, they're running. This is why they ran. Well, we know that. Okay, I want one more for runner, because I feel they're still a little... I don't think they're running, but will it happen again? Angel numbers. They're activated. That's your first step. That's good. So they're seeing the angel numbers, the signs, the synchronicity. I'm receiving many messages about you. The universe is showing me my way back to you and you way back to me. It's kind of just, you kind of have to trust and just keep focusing on yourself, which this collective is. One more. Oh, lucky last, cosmic love. Beautiful. Number 14, 14th of the 8th, 17th of the 8th. Could be important birthdays, memories. Even though we are not together, we are connected through and through. When I sleep, I dream of you. There's something going on with the dream state too with this, and clearly your person as well. I am able to feel you as if you were physically here. Spiritual, love it. Love it. The spiritual practices, which really confirms with that other deck. I'm going to get these little purple cards because I'm on the fence. We're only going to get 3. If communication, they'll be back, or that confession, or like the commitment date night doesn't come out in those 3, it's not time just yet. Air sign, you could be an air sign, they could be. Is this person about to come forward? 2. Oh no, there's, oh my God. So you've got honeymoon phase, manifestation, still focusing on finances. So there could be a few bad finances. Maybe that's why they're stressing. And addictions, which you guys have to get through. Just bad habits. You both have a lesson right now with bad habits. Okay. This is clearly a roadblock for you guys. I always say, if the things that you're trying to remove right now that you're not having strength with cause detriment in your past connection, let's just put it to physical addictions, just as an example. If you guys had physical addictions in your past cycle and your relationship went to, I always say with true divines, until you heal what the destructive energy from your past union, you will not come in and thrive. If that was a roadblock for you guys, because it's coming up so prominently for both of you, for the right collective. So you got that, but this needs to be focused on. That's your only block right now, this collective. I want one more. Manifest. Okay, so ironing out all the details, okay? Communication issues, putting everything under review, but the universal flow of life, trust in divine timing, let this flow with manifestation. So right now, you guys just need to focus on these things with you that you can change. And it might not be to an extreme, but if it's still something in your life, which this collective it is, you know it keeps you in that hanged man, it's time. I just heard 2 weeks. I just want 2 weeks. Then I get 2 weeks. Wow, too many. But that's about moving in with your partner. 2 weeks. There's that commitment. They'll be back. There's a reason I heard 2 weeks. Okay, right now for the next 2 weeks, and I will tap into tarot 2 weeks ahead, not just now, like 2 weeks ahead. Right now, focus on this. Keep strengthening your internal union. Keep focusing on your path, your own Emperor energy right now with the things you need that power behind. Okay, trust in the universe. Still 2 weeks. They'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon, and commitment, things are about to get serious. You're coming into your union energy out here, coming into that love bubble energy without you even knowing. Okay, it's bringing it forward. Still got some things to sort out. All right, I just want to get a few message cards for you guys from them, and then we'll get you 2 weeks ahead. Oh. Okay, my life is empty without you. I regret pushing you away. I want another chance. I'm not going to allow my fear and ego get in the way of our love. I can't lose you again. This ties into that other deck. When you least expect it, I will come back. Everyone will witness our love in the 3D. But that's this collective's energy, right? The right collective, you're really hitting that void state. It's not an expectation for you anymore. You've changed me for the better. I'm breaking generational curses and moving. So they've got some family stuff then too. And I'm moving towards you. Alright, my life is empty without you. I'm scared to let you too close to me and you'll find out my secrets. These could be some hidden family secrets here that has kept them away. And it is, can you handle all my scars? This is why they're freaking out, because they know they've only got one more chance here with you. I'm being divinely guided towards you. We were made for one another and now I believe it. So they really have activated to that 5D outlook of your connection. You've opened my eyes to what's really important. I'm beginning to realize that you were right. It's good. I'm struggling financially and know you deserve better than what I can offer. That's why they have such a focus on work. So this collective, you must make some money. Like, you must make some money, because this person, every deck, there's something about money that's come up for them. And because this is about family, maybe they work with family members as well, undervaluing themselves. Let's get one more. Or they're just in a really low-paying job. These emotions I have for you are so intense, it causes me to run away. I wasn't ready for this love, and I'm working on myself so we can come into union. I need you to trust me right now. This collective, it's like I said, it's not even that you're just like, yeah, whatever. All right, let's see your next 2 weeks here. I know expect to hear from them soon. They'll be back. Commitment's getting serious, but I'm just a little bit on the fence with... Anyway, let's just see. Their action towards you in the next 2 weeks. Whoa. Hierophant. That's good. You're going to see a spiritual evolution in them. They're going to lead the way. He is all about commitment. So these two together, I'm not so fussed seeing that. You know what I say about that Knight of Cups. I more see it propose. Look at how many proposals. Are they going to propose to you in the next 2 weeks? No. Find true divine. So when you come into union, it just takes off so quickly. A lot of you guys are low. It's very quick. Like once you guys have, really, like, that's it. And I always say that butterfly go, if it returns to you, it's yours to keep forever. And I just feel certain proposals will be made here. Okay. But I do think they're going to come in very charming. But that's a good balance. If that was not there, I'd be like, ooh, charismatic Casanova, watch out. Talking properly about the walk, and maybe they're coming in, walking away from certain things that, they know that's been holding them back. But I think it's more the depth of conversation. And Knight of Cups is also a card of healing as well. So talking about their own healing journey with you through this walk away, through them letting go. There could be travel. Travel keeps coming out for this collective. There could be distance between you guys. And the abandonment. How painful it is. They're going to come through with a lot of fear and anxiety though. I think they're really going to open up about, because I think this person's really presented like this hasn't affected them. Remember the ego, how they were covering everything. This, I think, is more the depth of conversation, which is beautiful. It's not just a surface level thing. It's going to be quite deep. But how they've been worried about the action that they did not take. And they felt helpless here. All right, let's get one more overall. Wanting to future plan, big decisions. Planning, moving forward, decisions, progression, travel again. Okay, wanting this partnership. All right, I want one more. I was about to say I want one more for these last two, because it's just it's definitely talking about the heartbreak. It's talking about the separation, how painful this was, how much trauma it brought up, how it brought up the abandonment. This person is going to be very raw and real here, and I don't think you've had this from this person. And I will say they, again, could be coming from a little bit of a place of sorrow and pain themselves. Having to walk away from certain commitments in their own life. One more for them. Yeah, 6, the declaration. They want victory, triumph, and success. Love, I always say that's the declaration of love. This person's going to voice everything. So that's honesty. And you know what I'm like when I feel, sometimes I'm like, nah, this person's going to come in raw and real here. That's good. Very good. That's positive. Even though there's partnership here, and they want victory, triumph, and success, I don't think they're going to push you. I think they're going to let you, feel what they need to say. I think this person's going to give you enough space to not chuck a tantrum and blah, like no childish stuff. I think this person's going to have a lot of understanding with how you approach this. Okay, you guys. Emperor! Don't be stuck in you are going to get into a bit of mental anxiety. Maybe some of these things you hear are going to stress you out as well, but have strength, okay? But remember, he thrives in stability, not in chaos. If it's making you feel chaotic and you're starting to get trapped in a mental prison, choose a bit of space. You don't need to rush anything. And one thing I always say, let them lead the way as well. Not independence. So remember who you are, you independent queen. Don't rush it. I always say this, don't rush it. You guys, I know I said here, you guys take off pretty quick, but that's when you guys know in your soul that it's ready through dedication. But I think as this comes in, there's something with your abundance, really. I think you're ready, flourish, but your energy, you've got expansion all around you right now. Again, remember, you're about to expand, be under the spotlight. So I think as this comes in, you're kind of really thriving anyway. But this conversation, it is going to be tough to hear. But remember, we're creating stuff that's not even happening. So soothe your mind. Okay. All right. I was just outcome, twin flame. You got the union card. The one union card in here, twin flame union, you got it as your outcome. Ride the wave. Twin flame reunion, the one, divine union, complete life purpose, magic. It's a really nice reading, that. I love readings like that. Love readings like that. Okay. Whole reading, every single part, every single detail fit. These charms are for you, and you get dice. Okay, so you've got the I, J, and F. Why did I hear Jeffrey? I know that. Oh, Jeff. I know that doesn't spell Jeff, but you know what I'm saying. Divine intervention, divine. Trust in divine timing, divine union. Eye of Ra, Eye of Horus, luck and protection, ancient Egypt, signs. You'll be getting a lot of different signs. When you guys are coming into union, it's not the very random animals you see, signs you don't normally see, you guys start really seeing. You got the purple, both of you, your third eye, your crown, charging right now. You could have just broken a necklace, or this person could have bought you a necklace. You're metamorphosing. But I just heard spirit baby. You guys could have that in your contract as well. And baby bubblesy. Another protection and luck charm. So you're both protected. Your perseverance is about to... and you got the baby pearl. And that's another thing. Even though this person's coming in higher... You guys have a healing chapter together as well. So I think they're just a lot more fresh in their awakening than you, this collective. So that baby butterfly and the baby pearl could be them as well. Or pearl could be significant. Have confidence in how much you've balanced who you are. That's another thing you guys need to work on in these next couple weeks. Just self-love. You give up those things that you know you need to give up. 5-cent piece. This is the 2020 5-cent piece. You could have just found some money or something on the ground. Opalite. Maybe you need to get an opalite. Or you just did. Your heart is... so you got the orange heart and you got the black... not like black heart. This is about clean slate and protection over your heart space. Candle wax. Maybe you work with candles. reed, candle wax, scry, like reed flames. 6th of the 3rd, 3rd of the 6th, 13th of the 12th, 18th of the 12th, 18th of the 2nd. That was 18th of the 2nd as that cut off. 14th of the 6th, 11 by itself, 11, 11. 6th of the 8th, 8th of the 6th, 8th of the 3rd, 3rd of the 8th, 11th of the 4th. Oh my God, that just rolled to 11. 11, 11. Beautiful. All right. I love you, my angels. Have a good day. Don't stress. Keep doing you.